Welcome back. We are back after a week or so, probably a little more. I'm going to start with some arm circles, get warmed up. I don't know how everyone else's weeks have gone, but we've been a little busy. Haven't had as much time for even these 20-minute workouts, and sometimes it works out like that, and that's okay. We stay busy and move during the day. I know I move with my kids, and we can always find ways to move throughout the day so that we're maybe not getting in those targeted workouts all the time, but just finding ways to create movement. Warming up these shoulders. Always feel the burn with this. Always a little surprising. Feels so good. Couple more each way. February is flying by for me. Little circles. You can kind of play with those and whatever feels good for you, right? And then let those rest a second, and we'll do a few jumping jacks, get those arms and legs warmed up. Here we go. Hope everyone's been doing okay weather-wise. We had a little bit of ice here, and we're in North Carolina, so a little bit of ice can mean no daycare for the kids for days. That's happened now a couple times where it snowed early in the week, like a ½ inch, and the kids are off for days. There might be a patch of ice in somebody's driveway. Really crazy stuff. All right, so we're gonna start off with some lunges. Today we're focusing on some exercises that may help with your posture. I'm gonna start with some forward lunges. What I wanna do with these is almost kind of make it a dynamic stretch, which means we're moving while we're stretching. So we're gonna keep it gentle. And what you wanna do, the goal is to feel a little bit of a stretch in the front of your hip on the leg that's staying back. I'm holding my weights just for a little added fun. Already breathing hard over here. Okay, so if you don't feel a stretch, you can kind of see what I'm doing as I start on the other side. I'm keeping my posture. I'm leaning back a little bit through my trunk so that I'm not going forward with my body and my leg. I'm opening the front of my hip that's back. So I'm leaning back into that stretch a little bit as I'm doing kind of just a mini lunge, keeping that back leg straight. A lot of us get tight through the front of our hips with a lot of sitting, and that tightness can actually cause you to tilt your hips forward a lot of the time, and that can affect your posture and your low back and all the way up to your neck, kind of as a response to that. So stretching through those hips is always important. Basically just keeping all your joints moving how they should is always important. Hope everyone's staying healthy. No sicknesses are still kind of rampant right now. Hearing a lot about the flu going around, in addition to other nasty bugs. All right, so we warmed up our hips a little bit, we warmed up our arms a little bit. What we're gonna do now is go into a little bit of a plank. So I'm gonna do arms and feet for the plank, and I'm gonna hold that but I'm also going to do some presses. So if I'm on the ground, it's gonna look like me raising my body up. So the motion is going to come from my shoulder blades. So you wanna keep your elbows straight, and we're gonna use our shoulder blades to do the work. So I'll show you how it looks here on the ground. We're gonna try 8 of these presses and then take a little break, switch it up with another exercise. So arms, hands are flat underneath your shoulders, hands are shoulder width apart. Okay, we're gonna keep our tummy muscles nice and tight. We're gonna push up, and then I'm gonna let my shoulder blades come together and then push up. This is a tough exercise, so if that's too hard, and that's almost borderline too hard for me because I feel my shoulders wanting to creep up. So I'm gonna come down on my knees. If you can do it without coming down on your knees, that's awesome. But we wanna keep that good posture so we're not aggravating our neck. Okay, so we're gonna do shoulder blades together and then push up. So elbows are straight, motion's coming from those shoulder blades. So this is another great postural muscle to work. You're really working your whole trunk with this. Your hips even, everything to maintain that straight body. And the muscle we're targeting in the shoulder blades is your serratus anterior, which is an important stabilizer for your shoulders. I totally lost count, guys. So you do however many you can do. Gotta blow my nose, take a little break. Whew. Nothing like those exercises to get the nose running when you've got cold season going on. All right, so we got 8 of those. Okay, and then we're gonna go down on our side. Okay, we're gonna grab a weight. Maybe you should have grabbed your weight first if it's not nearby. Come down on your side. We're just gonna do, I'm gonna do a little side plank on my elbow and my knees. If that's too hard, you can just do this exercise just like this. We're gonna do some external rotation through the shoulder. Another good shoulder stabilizer. And these shoulder stabilizing muscles are important for your posture to help hold your shoulders in place, strengthen your mid-back. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. I did 8. That one's feeling tough today. Well, maybe did a couple demonstrative reps too, so. Make sure to keep our body in a nice straight line. Okay, I'm gonna do another set of the serratus push-ups. I'm gonna do hands and knees again. Nice straight line through your body, shoulders down to the knees, pushing up, coming back down with the shoulder blades together, back up. Okay. And one more set on each side of those side planks with the shoulder external rotation. We're working shoulder stability, trunk stability. These are all important postural muscles. Ooh, I gotta adjust my elbow. There we go. It's okay to make adjustments as we go. Okay, and the other side. I think one of the things that most people probably have to learn to balance in life when you're trying to maintain an exercise program and daily life that might be busy is that you can't give up if you're not able to do everything perfectly, you know, the way that you want to, or get in the number of workouts you want to per week. Anything is better than nothing. So we just have to keep going, keep working at it, and every little bit counts. Okay, so we're gonna go over the ball and do some more shoulder blade and mid-back strengthening. All great muscles that help hold us upright, nice and strong. So I'm gonna do just kind of knees and then chest on the ball, and then just going out to the side like a T to start. Still a nice straight line with your body. Okay, next I'm gonna do kind of a Y, if you can see. So not straight in front, not straight out to the side, but at that angle, about 45 degrees. Okay, we're gonna alternate these with a little crab walking. It's always fun. Another great shoulder stabilizer, postural, strengthening exercise. See ya. Just gonna walk back and forth on my mat, down and back 5 times, all the way to the end. Trying to keep your hips up. This might be honestly too much for some people, and that's fine. To just sit this out. If anything ever causes you pain, like sharp pain, you don't want to push through that. That's your body telling you that it's too much. Okay, that's probably good. All right, we're gonna do one more set of this. We call them T's and Y's. We're going out to the side like a T, and then you're going up and out like a Y. Okay, and then a little more crab walking. Feeling this in the shoulder blades. We are smoking our shoulder blades a little bit today, so extra rest if you need to, or if you need to sit one of these out, that is okay too. This crab walking, you're also working your triceps, really all your shoulder muscles. Just gonna do a few times down and back. If you have a preschooler, let me know if they're like mine and like to pretend there's something new every day, like maybe multiple times a day. My son is always pretending he is some sort of cool animal he's seen. He's been watching Octonauts lately here and there, which is always full of different kinds of animals. So today he's been a bass, which I think might be some sort of a fish. So he makes me address him as bass. And if I say his name, he corrects me every single time. So that's always fun when you're in a rush. And it can be like, if I say honey or sweetie or whatever, not even his name, he's like, I'm just a bass, okay? So we have to get that straight first. And then I have to be like, okay, bass, it's time to put on your shoes. And then he'll do it. sometimes he'll still be like, I'm just a base. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, bases need to wear shoes too. So then we go from there. But, you know, we did it another day, off to school, off to, you know, the grind as a base. Yesterday he was a spider. We'll do some of these. Okay, so the important thing with our shoulder exercises is that we're trying to keep a little bit of a chin tuck. So we want to keep our spine nice and straight. Do a few more of these and try to maintain that while we lift the arms. So we're activating our neck muscles to be nice and stable. Okay, so shoulder blades back, little chin tuck coming up in front of you. A little bit out to the side. We're starting our last set, by the way. Now we're already like a quarter of the way through it. All right, so we're gonna alternate that with a little ab work. And I'm gonna keep that same chin tuck while I do some abs. I'm gonna lay back. Try to make sure you can see me. So shoulder blades are down on the mat, still kind of squeezed together. I'm gonna tuck my chin down just a little bit, very lightly. I'm not shoving my chin down into my chest, but just a neutral spine, keeping those muscles activated, gently pressing the back of my head into the mat. Okay, and then I'm gonna lift up my legs to make a tabletop, and I'm gonna alternate lowering one leg down straight and back up. Okay, so we're challenging our abdominal muscles. We're also challenging our stabilizer muscles in our neck and our mid-back to stay strong, so our shoulders aren't coming up off the mat, our lower back isn't coming off the mat, and our head is not coming up off the mat. Okay, we're gonna get up and do one more set of shoulders with that chin tuck. And then we'll do the same thing on the mat. And the baby's been extra spicy lately, not wanting to nap at daycare, just getting super pumped up and overtired. So she'll take like a 20-minute nap at noon, and that's all she'll do all day. So I've been begging her teachers to try to get her another nap in somehow, and they're definitely working on it. But a little 13-month-old who will nap for 2 hours, 2-hour-long naps at home, and then of course you put them in daycare and they'll nap for, 20 minutes total. It's just amazing. Some babies do awesome at it, but this little girl does not love her daycare naps. Alright. And then one more set of abs with our chin tucks. Few more. Okay. that is all for today, my friends. Stretch out a little bit, and we are right at 20 minutes. And get back to our days. I hope you enjoyed and hope this is helpful in any way. If it is, let me know. If there's anything else anyone wants to work on, this posture focused workout was a request of one of my friends. So shout out to Jen. All right, thanks for joining me.